Hi everyone, welcome back. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a fill on my jelly tips. As you can tell, they're looking kind of rough. Well, they're looking really rough. So I did my thumb off camera just because I wanted to see how fast I can do it. But I just decided to do it all on camera with you guys for the rest of the floor. I will be using my new Triple D drill, which by the way matches to the lamp that Triple D has. And I will be using this as well in this video. So I like to set my drill when I'm taking off like anything that's lifted on about 10 RPMs. I think a rule of thumb is about 10 to 12 RPMs, but I'm just not that comfortable to go to 12 yet. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to go ahead and just file all the shine off the actual nail. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go around that lifting area, around the cuticle area, to kind of just basically trying to take it off with the sanding band. If you guys have come to my channel before, you know that I'm still kind of like a newbie with the drill. So you guys, I don't know exactly if this is the correct drill bit to use when you're like taking off anything that's lifting, but I'm more comfortable using the sanding band because I'm also going to be using it at the same time to take off all of like the dead skin around the cuticle area as well. From what I do know from experience and like watching other YouTube videos, is that you want to make sure that you keep the drill kind of moving in the same direction. So I have it in the forward motion because I'm a righty, and I don't want to keep the drill in the same spot for too long because it can get hot and it can either damage your nail or really hurt because it'll start to burn. So just a tip, you guys, like I said, I'm still a newbie, but this is from experience and me watching other professional YouTube videos, like with, you know, nail artists that are professionals, is you want to go ahead and keep the drill moving in the same direction as well. You don't want to keep it in the same position for a very long time. In this video, you're also going to see me put my hand in different positions to try to get the best angle to like get off all of that lifting. It's honestly, for me, it's easier to do someone else's nails to take off the lifting, because with me I have to do like all these crazy angles. But I did use a finger rest and that actually helped me. So if you guys are having a little bit of trouble, I do recommend a finger rest when you're trying to use the drill as well. So right here, I'm actually pre-shaping the nail. So right here, if you guys can see what I'm pointing at, my nail is actually starting to curve down. What you want to do is have the sidewall of the nails go straight out from the nail. And this is best for your apex, like when you do a lot of stress on it, like when you do stuff with your hands, you're going to put a lot of stress on your nails. Having that curve can actually cause you to break it right at the apex or right really close to the front edge of your nail. So making it straight will help that balance and will help the apex keep strong. The drill actually didn't take off everything, so I actually just went in with a hand file and just did it to where I'm most comfortable. I usually do it with a hand file, but today I just wanted to use my drill just to be a little bit faster in the process. After that, I'm going to go ahead and take my cuticle pusher and just push back my cuticles. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the other end and kind of clean up all of that dead skin. Now, I didn't use a cuticle softener or a cuticle remover just because I didn't want that extra moisture on my nails. Because like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do a fill, and sometimes too much moisture can cause my nails to lift because my nails are naturally oily like the nail beds. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch. I'll be right back in a little bit to just follow up with you guys. Once your nail is prepped, we're going to go ahead and go in with some protein bond. This one is from Double Dip, and I do have a coupon code with them, you guys. It is down below in the description box. For the protein bond, you guys, you actually only need it on your natural nail, but I was just like, you know, whatever with it, and I just decided to do the full nail. Next, we're going to go ahead with the adhesive primer. I think it's exactly the same situation. You only actually need it on your natural nail, but I just go ahead and put it on my whole entire nail. So this is how it looks like. We're going to go ahead and let it sit for about a minute or so. Once you do that, you're ready for your gel base. I'm going to go ahead and use my Triple D gel base, and we're going to go ahead and do a full layer of this gel base and completely cure for 60 seconds. Now we're ready for our Builder Gel. So I'm actually going to use Builder Gel in a bottle. This is the clear one from Triple D. You can use whatever one is your favorite. I just use the one in the bottle because it's a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to focus the product towards the area where we took off all of that lifting. You don't want to go ahead and add to the rest of the nail because that's going to add bulk that you don't need. We are going to be filing and buffing afterwards, so you don't want to file and buff extra product that you don't have to. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and focus the product to the area where we took off all of that lifting. Now you guys, I do apologize. It did started focusing on my opposite hand, but I just still wanted to show you guys because you still can kind of see where I'm like floating the product. And this actually happened for the rest of the nails, but again, I apologize. I don't know why my camera does that. It likes to focus on the opposite hand for some reason. All right, so once I got the product on, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blend it into the rest of the nail. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just feather it down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hold my nail upside down for a few seconds, maybe like 5 seconds or so, to let gravity pull down that apex and so it could blend more to the nail. And then we're gonna go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds again. All right, once that is done, we're gonna go ahead and grab a lint-free wipe with some alcohol and take off that tacky layer. Once you've done that, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to file and buff again. So we're gonna go ahead and file the nail to the shape that is your favorite shape. I like to go for a tapered square, almost a coffin shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I didn't need to do too much shaping because of the fact that I did it before I applied the product, and that's why I like to do it. It kind of just speeds up the process for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take my hand file, or like a regular nail file, and just go ahead and blend the product to the jelly tip. All right, once you have everything filed, we're then gonna go ahead and take a buffer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just basically file everything smooth. I like to do this because I wanna make sure everything looks flush from the cuticle all the way down to the free edge. I do end up putting a gel top coat afterwards because I like my nails shiny when I don't have any dip powder on, but you can honestly skip the top coat and just buff it smooth. And if you go in with straight in peel base or like your dip manicure, you can go ahead and do that after this. All right, you guys, so here's a close-up on how the before and after kind of thing. It's crazy how much like a fill can do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the rest of my other 3 nails on camera. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in every once in a while, but I wanna go ahead and let you guys watch. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and message me down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you keep up with all of my videos. Next week, I will be doing another Crime Time with Shay video, which will be on a missing persons case. So I'm really excited for that. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified as soon as it comes out. Hey, you remember about those weird ankles I was talking about? Yeah, these are it. I do it a lot on my middle finger and my ring finger. But anyways, you guys, I wanted to tell you guys a really quick tip about using a drill. When you use a drill, you don't want to go ahead and put too much pressure, meaning you don't want to press down on your nail with the drill. You want to let the drill do the work for you. So letting it go up to more RPMs does the work a little bit faster, but you want to be safe and comfortable at the RPMs for you. I started around 6, then went to 8, then now I'm at 10. Every once in a while I do go up to 12. But like I said, you want the drill to do the work for you. You don't want to go ahead and push down on the drill to put more pressure on your nail and accidentally damage it. So let the drill do the work for you, you guys. I am going to go ahead and speed this up for you guys. I am working on my ring finger and my pinky now. Same situation. I want to go ahead and let the drill do the work for me. And I'm going to go ahead and just take off all the lifting as much as I can with the drill and then go in with my hand file to do the rest. Okay, now that we removed all of that lifting, we're going to go ahead and use this cuticle pusher and just push up all our cuticles. And then we're going to go ahead and use the opposite end to kind of take off all of that dead skin. Earlier I said I did not use a cuticle softener nor a cuticle remover because I didn't want excess moisture on my nail. My nails are naturally oily, and sometimes when I use that before I put on any type of gels, or honestly more of like dip powders, it starts to end up lifting very, very soon, literally like the next day. So I try to avoid this when I am doing a fill. When I am not doing a fill, I do use it. Now, if you have any cuticle like hanging over or any of this part of the skin or cuticle area that is kind of like still in the way, I take my cuticle nippers and kind of just cut that off. A lot of people don't like to do this or don't even recommend it. I don't know why. I always done it and my nails are fine and actually grew faster when I did this. But so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm actually just taking off any of that leftover skin that I couldn't take off with the cuticle pusher. So again, we're going to go ahead and go in with our protein bond. Again, you only need it on your natural nail. I don't know why I decided to do it on my complete nail, but hey, if you want to do that, that's okay too. Once we let that sit for a bit, we're going to go in with our adhesive primer and we're going to go ahead and repeat the process. We're going to go ahead and put that on all of the area where we took off all of that lifting. Again, you don't need it on your full nail, but I just decided to do it. Like I said, if you want to do it too, more power to you, girl. All right, once we let it sit for about a minute or so, that's when we're ready for our gel base. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and put a full coat of gel base on all of my nails, and then we're gonna do a full cure. So now we're ready for our builder gel in a bottle. Again, you can use whatever builder gel that you love. I just decided to use this one for today's video. So I'm actually focusing the product on the parts that I took off all of that lifting. And then I'm gonna feather it down to kind of like blend it into my natural nail. And then I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn my nail upside down for a little bit before I do a quick flash cure. I do this because I don't want the gel to move while I do the other nails. So I only did it for about 10 to 15 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch while I do the rest of the nails. But again, I wanted to apologize, you guys. I don't know why my camera focused on the hand that's moving instead of the nail that I'm doing. It's very frustrating, but again, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll pop back in a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and remove that tacky layer with some alcohol on a lint-free wipe. And you guys, guess what? I got my filing on camera. I told you guys that I've been working on this. I tried very, very hard to get it on camera. Even though it's on jelly tips, it's essentially the way I actually file my natural nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch while I file and buff the nail. And then I'll pop back in when we go ahead and do the gel top coat. So if you guys are still here, thank you so much for sticking around. I know the filing and buffing wasn't like the most exciting part, but hey, I mean, it's still important to when you do your nails, right? Okay, so now that we're done buffing, I do want to tell you guys something really quick. When I use the finger rest, it actually helped me a lot to when I file and buff. So again, if you guys are having some trouble keeping your hands sturdy when you file and buff, having a finger rest does definitely help. It feels weird at first, but then you actually get used to it, and then you start to realize that, hey, I need a finger rest every time I do my nails. So I do highly recommend you guys using a finger rest. Mine is from Chaos Concepts. It's called Rest in Chaos. And it's helped me so much, you guys. And they actually come in a duo, a smaller size and a bigger size. And I do have a discount code with them as well below. So again, go ahead and check them out. All right, you guys, so this is how we're looking like straight out the lamp. I want to go ahead and give you guys a side profile to show you that there's still a little apex there. I'm also going to go ahead and add some cuticle oil because I do this to all of my manis. So you guys, after this video, I'm going to go ahead and work on my right hand, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you a lot. And don't forget to comment and subscribe down below, and I will see you later. Bye.